NR prices in the short term, we are not anticipating any major uptrend in prices during 2022, because from now onwards until January it is the peak season of production. So supplies will be comfortable, although there are some uncertainties due to rains and some of the uncertainties due to supply chain disruption. But demand side, there is a weakness mainly because of the economic repercussions of the Ukraine war. But at the same time, China is lifting its COVID restriction, so that some of the problems negatively impacting on the demand are easing. But that will not create a major impact, a positive impact on rubber prices. But we can expect rubber prices gradually improving the rest of the year, but it won't be a major recovery. In the long term, rubber prices are expected to make a major uptrend by around 2024 or 2025 because of the anticipated major global shortage. Because rubber farmers kept away from planting rubber after 2016 or 2017, that means a new area attaining maturity from 2024 onwards is substantially low. So there can be some kind of a shrinkage or stagnation of mature rubber area. So this will be keeping supply low, substantially low from mid 2020s onwards. I like to say either 2024 or 2025 onwards, and that shortage will continue for around 8 long years. So for 8 long years, world will be having severe shortage of natural rubber, severe shortage. Price can, during that period, price can go to any level, and there can be substitution from natural rubber to synthetic rubber, and also for tire industry will go for optimizing the use of natural rubber in tire manufacturing without affecting the performance of the tire. So all this can be expected. Rubber has a gestation period of 7 years. So if we need more supply in 2025, we should take the decision to avoid such a situation 7 years before. It should have decided early, but it was not done. So because rubber has a long gestation period, this is unavoidable, and only possibility is sometimes tire industry or maybe some of the manufacturing sector may go for other plants which are producing natural rubber, like Russian dandelion, which has a gestation period of only 150 days, means just plant 150 days we can crop. And there's a Russian, and also there's a Vayuli, for which gestation period is only 2 years. At the moment, they are not commercially, not economically viable for commercial production at the moment. But if there is a severe shortage, sometimes that could be one option. By the time, sometimes the researchers will be succeed in making the cultivation economically viable. Main aspect I mentioned before, it is a mismatch between supply and demand. Demand will be going up once the Ukraine war is ending, and also world is fully coming out from the COVID restriction, especially China. China is accounting 42% of the world demand, and China at the moment there are restrictions still there. So once China is fully coming out from the COVID restriction and there is some ceasefire in Ukraine, in that case world will be coming back to economic growth track. That will reflect on rubber prices. In fact, there is some kind of a misconception that synthetic rubber and natural rubber can be freely substitute each other based on price. It is not like that. For example, for producing or manufacturing one truck tire, there's a specific ratio of natural rubber, synthetic rubber. Around 80% is natural rubber and 20% synthetic rubber. We cannot change the proportion. This is not possible, because if we change the proportion, the truck tire will not be able to exhibit the specific characteristic it is supposed to perform. So because of technical consideration, substitution has limitation. But if synthetic rubber is economically more attractive, sometimes tire industry will go for. Not only attractive, it should be attractive, and the industry should feel that this price advantage will continue for a long time, then they will make some changes. But in the tire industry, the possible changes could be less than 2% only. More than that, it is not possible to shift from one rubber to another rubber because of the technical consideration. For a rubber product to perform in the way it is expected, the compound should be in a particular proportion. This much percentage should be NR, this much percentage should be SR, this much should be carbon black, and this much should be sulfur. The compound is well specified. Just like we are making dosai, this is proportion of these two. We cannot change that. So otherwise, the final product will be different, something like that.